Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Don from 1A Auto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And the next time you need a part for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace the brakes on this 2005 Ford Excursion. And it's the same parts and similar process on this vehicle from 2000 to 2005. And we show you on the driver's side, but the passenger side is a similar procedure. And the items you'll need for this is new brake pads and rotor kit from 1AAuto.com, a flat blade screwdriver, 17 and 21 millimeter socket and ratchet with a piece of pipe for leverage, large C-clamp, a hammer, torque wrench, brake grease, brake cleaner, and jack stands. Start off using a flat blade screwdriver and just pry in this slot to remove this cap. And then you can access your 21 millimeter lug nuts. And if you don't have air powered tools, you're going to want to loosen these while the vehicle's on the ground, then raise the vehicle and remove them the rest of the way. Now you can pull the wheel free. Next, remove these two 17 millimeter bolts, and you want to use your socket and ratchet with your piece of pipe to help break them free, and then you can just remove them the rest of the way by hand or using your ratchet. Pry inside the slot here to just push in the caliper piston, and this will help you to be able to pull off the caliper. You can just set that aside. Now remove these two springs and then pry out the brake pads. And these brake pads aren't in great condition, so we'll just fast forward as he removes the other one. Now remove these two 21 millimeter bolts on the back of your bracket, again using the piece of pipe for extra leverage to help break them free, and then you can just use the ratchet alone to remove them the rest of the way. And now you can pull the bracket free. Now to help get your rotor free, you may need to hit it on the back with a hammer, and that'll loosen it up and then you can pull it off. On the left is the old brake pads and rotor. On the right are the new ones from 1A Auto. You can see they're identical and they'll fit exactly the same. Using brake cleaner or mineral spirits, you want to just wipe down your brake rotor. Now apply brake grease to the tabs on either side of the brake pads. And then check the slides on your caliper bracket. Make sure that they move in and out freely. And if you feel like you need more grease, just apply some grease. Now push your new rotor into place. Push your brake caliper bracket into place and replace those 21 millimeter bolts that hold it. And we'll fast forward as Don does this and then tightens those up. And then you want to torque these to about 100 foot-pounds. Push your brake pads into place. and then replace those springs. Put an old brake pad into your caliper over those two pistons and just use this large C-clamp to push the pistons in. Now push your caliper back into place in the bracket. And then replace those two 17mm bolts. And we'll fast forward as Don tightens those up. And you want to torque both of those to about 60 foot-pounds. Take your wheel and put it back into place on those studs. And then you want to replace the lug nuts and tighten them preliminarily, lower the vehicle, and then tighten them the rest of the way. And then torque each of those lug nuts in a crossing pattern to 100 foot-pounds. And then replace the cap. Check your brake fluid level, make sure it's where it needs to be. And then pump the brakes until they firm up, and then do a stopping test from 5 miles per hour, then 10 miles per hour.
We hope this video helps you out. Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll free, 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.